Vladimir Putin has expressed conditional support for a ceasefire in Ukraine. He stated that there are unresolved questions regarding the nature of such a truce. During a press conference in Moscow, Putin remarked on the ceasefire proposal. He asserted that the idea is valid and that Russia supports it, but raised several questions requiring discussion. He emphasized that a ceasefire should lead to enduring peace and address the root causes of the conflict. Putin mentioned the necessity of negotiating with American counterparts, suggesting a potential call with President Donald Trump. He acknowledged the benefits of a 30-day ceasefire for Ukraine but noted the existence of nuances. One contentious point is the status of the Kursk region. This area witnessed a military incursion by Ukraine last August, resulting in territorial capture. Putin claimed that Russia has regained full control over Kursk, stating that Ukrainian troops are isolated. He suggested that Ukrainian soldiers have two options: surrender or face dire consequences. In contrast, Ukraine's top commander, Oleksandr Syrsky, affirmed that Ukrainian forces would maintain defensive positions in Kursk as long as necessary, despite increased Russian pressure. Putin further articulated his concerns regarding the mechanics of a ceasefire. He questioned how the 30 days would be utilized. He raised the possibility of Ukraine using this time to mobilize or rearm. He also sought clarity on how adherence to the ceasefire would be monitored. Putin asked who would be responsible for declaring an end to hostilities and determining violations over a vast distance of 2,000 kilometers. Zelensky responded to Putin's comments, suggesting that the Russian leader is hesitant to directly reject the ceasefire. He argued that Putin's numerous preconditions indicate a lack of genuine intent for peace. Zelensky proposed a two-stage approach: an immediate ceasefire followed by discussions on a long-term settlement. Conversely, Russia insists that both processes must be intertwined and resolved in a single agreement. This disagreement marks divide between the two nations. Ukraine aims to exert pressure on Russia, portraying it as an unwilling peacemaker. Russia, in turn, seeks to address fundamental concerns regarding NATO expansion and Ukraine's sovereignty. President Trump has expressed a desire for a swift resolution to the conflict. He has indicated that he hopes Russia will agree to the proposed ceasefire. Following Putin's remarks, Trump stated that he would welcome a meeting with the Russian leader. He reiterated the need for Russia to act appropriately regarding the truce. During a recent meeting in the Oval Office, Trump mentioned that discussions with Ukraine have included territorial considerations and other aspects of a potential final agreement. He acknowledged that much of the agreement's details have already been deliberated. Regarding Ukraine's potential NATO membership, Trump suggested that the answer is well understood. The newly imposed sanctions on Russian oil and gas aim to further restrict access to United States payment systems. This action complicates the ability of other nations to purchase Russian oil, intensifying the economic pressure on Russia amidst the ongoing conflict.